Hello, my name is Matt Montalbano, and this is my design challenge. So, the title of my design challenge is Who Likes Clean Energy? I'm a big fan. And it is meant for fifth grade students. And the goal for these students is that they will be able to understand the benefits of clean energy using wind and turbines. And the students will also be able to learn how to use Tinkercad and further grasp the designing process using that resource. It connects with Common Core standards for fifth grade science, which is obtain and combine information about ways individual communities use science ideas to protect the Earth's resources and environment. Obviously, clean energy is going to help eliminate fossil fuel use and improve the environment in that way. And for ISTE standards, it is going to work for Designer 5A, which is use technology to create, adapt, and personalize learning experiences that foster independent learning and accommodate learner differences and needs. And Facilitator 6B, which is manage the use of technology in student learning strategies and digital platforms, virtual environments, hands-on maker spaces, or in the field. Tinkercad is to thank for all of that and is a great tool to be able to allow those students to use their minds and come up with a physical example of what they're thinking of. So we'll jump right into the lesson. It is a full 90-minute lesson. It starts at 1 o'clock. We're going to introduce the lesson and starts by asking students what they need energy for. This is just to get them interested in the topic right away, so that way they feel that there is some relevance to their everyday life that could help draw them in and even more. And then also to dive into what fossil fuels are and if they know of any alternative energy sources. So after going over energy sources and fossil fuels, we'll talk about windmills, and there will be examples of these windmills from Palm Springs, California, so that way the students know that it is a little bit close to home as well and help them interact in that way. The students will understand the importance of clean energy, and then they'll have a chance to brainstorm some ideas for conserving energy. And we'll connect that question back with the what do we need energy for in our everyday lives? So they kind of have an idea of what they're trying to conserve that energy for. Why do they need to conserve energy to turn the light on in their house or to work a microwave or see a light bulb? After they get to discuss in a class, the student work begins. So before they break into pairs, they're going to use Tinkercad and design something that can help make the windmill even more effective. An example of this would be shown right here. This is just the basic windmill. It's got 3 sides all around it, and it'll move from left to right. An example that the students will learn how to do is grab different shapes to drag them over. They can use the 3D depth to show where it is located. They can make it taller. They can make it higher, lower, rotate it, however they please. An example of a way that maybe they could think, oh, this has to work, is maybe they make little windmills on top of the windmill, along the lines of that. We're not looking for things that are exactly correct for this example. We are just trying to get these kiddos to understand the importance of clean energy and examples of that, and getting them to use their brains a little bit to try to think outside the box. Then the students, after creating their design on Tinkercad and me walking around helping them during that time, asking how and why to kind of provoke their thoughts, they're going to share with a pair. So they're going to be working with a partner and discuss their inventions and creativity. They're going to use I wonder and I notice statements to help fuel a positive collaborative experience for them. Then we'll go into a class discussion. So instead of just with 2 people, we're going to have a chance to hear what everybody did and go into different ways that the students decided to improve on their windmill design. The assessment tool is going to be in the form of a Google form, and it's got questions relating to what fossil fuels are and different alternative energy sources, but it also has interesting questions like what did the students come up with that their partners did not come up with? And vice versa. What is one thing that their partners came up with that they did not think of? So that way they can remember all of the information that they gained on the topic while in that group assessment. And that is my lesson plan, and I think it's going to be an absolute blast.